In this video, I am going to tell you about Ashtakvarga, how to see Ashtakvarga, because according to my experience, it is highly important to see Ashtakvarga as well. Before we get started, please subscribe my channel. If you want to take personal consultation, you can contact me for that. So let's start this video. First of all, Ashtakvarga is a scorecard that you get, right? The scorecard, how much points each planet is giving to the Rashis, okay? This is the Rashi, this is Aries, this is Taurus, this is Gemini, this is not a house number, okay? So this is the scorecard about how many points each planet is giving to each sign. This is the scorecard that Sun has given 6 points to Aries. This is the Gemini ascendant, okay? The Kundli of Gemini ascendant, and this is the scorecard. So this is the 11th house, this is the 12th house, this is the first house, this is the second house, this is third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, like this, right? It just tells you about the strength of the house, is it strong or not, but other thing you have to see from the birth and the Navamsha only, right? So if you have 3 to 5 points, it is average, which is present in mostly everyone, which means that the strength of this house is average, right? Above 5 is very good, means this house is strong, it's above average, okay? And below 3, it is a weak house, means the planets are not supporting. Like Mars has given 1 point to the 12th house, in this case to the Taurus side, which means that Mars is not supporting this house, okay? This house 12th is not getting the support of Mars, right? So as in the case of Gemini ascendant, Mars is the lord of the 6th house and it is having low points, which means that problems, obstacles will definitely come in going abroad or living in abroad, okay? How the life is going to be of the native, you have to see birth chart and the Navamsha chart. It just shows about how much strength, how much efforts you will have to put in a particular house to make it work, because the chart that we get is according to our past life karma, according to what we were in the past life. For example, you had too much ego and anger issues, so it's possible that your sun will not give, or sun and Mars will not give you good points or higher points, right? So it depends upon what kind of person you are, right? And then according to it you will get the points, okay? So yes, this way we have to see. If any of your house is getting very less points, it means that you will have to put efforts on that house. There is some past karmas attached to that house. You will have to do too much improvement in that house, okay? So this way we have to see how it works, right? For example, the 7th house here is having very less points, like it is just 18, which is considered very weak, okay? It is possible that marriage will not be very fruitful or marriage will not work, but we cannot confirm it only by seeing the Ashtakvarga. You have to see the birth chart also, okay? Now 6th house is getting here very high points. So 6th house is about your enemy obstacles, means the person is very highly competitive, highly passionate, and does every possible thing to defeat the enemies, okay? And mostly is able to defeat, right? Because 6th house is getting the high points. But one thing, 6th house is getting higher than the 7th point, means 7th house is 18 and the 6th house is 35. You see the difference. So definitely some problems will be there in the marriage, or can get a partner who doesn't even match the status of the native, who has financial issues, because Saturn is giving 1 point only, so has problem in work profession. Who is a average looking person only, because Venus is also giving less points. Someone who is loyal, dharmic, devoted, emotional also a little bit, and Mars not very courageous, not very good communication skills. So it is possible to tell you about the quality of the married life, how much points each planet is giving to you. So we can, if Venus is giving less points, means not very romantic marriage, or will be neutral kind of, okay, because Sun is giving the higher points and Jupiter is giving the higher points here in the 7th house. So Sun and Jupiter, which shows Jupiter represents loyalty, devotion, religion, practicality, wisdom. So these things will be present in the marriage and in the partner. Partner can be egoistic because Sun is giving the high points, but partner will be dharmic, loyal, innocent, and partner will put effort, will be very ambitious also, and trustworthy. Jupiter Sun trustworthy, but as Saturn is giving the less points, problem in the work can happen. So let's discuss this chart, because with the help of example chart I will be able to explain you in a better manner, okay. So one thing always remember, that if you are getting the average points then it's okay, but if it is below average, especially below 20, not even below 25, below 20, then it is the matter of concern, okay, then it is the matter of concern, right. So first house is this house, which is getting the 32 points. This means that this person has self-respect, emotions are balanced, is emotional also, is courageous also, is ambitious also, is also straightforward, has fighting ability, and is able to take step where the native has to take the step, has to make efforts. This person has very good communication skill, because ascendant lord is giving 7 points. So good communication skill, is able to express his ideas very properly, and the native looks very youthful. The native is able to properly share ideas, make friends, and the native is a very curious personality person. As ascendant lord is only giving the higher points, which means ascendant has become strong, which means the overall kundali has become strong, because ascendant is very important. If ascendant is getting the higher points, then the whole kundali becomes strong, and the native becomes very powerful. The native has the power to bring good luck in their destiny and be able to fight with the malefic influences in the chart, okay. So this way we have to see. Then this person has wisdom, maturity, is educated, is understanding, is forgiving, is kind hearted, has compassion and love for people. This person is also good looking, has sense of fashion, and is also a little bit materialistic as well. But as Jupiter is giving the higher points, is more towards spiritual side, right, but has wealth also, and gives equal importance to body, beauty, wealth, health, materialistic side of life. This person, Saturn is giving 4 points, which means that yes, the person is trustworthy, wise, there is maturity, the person is able to connect with people, the person is able to understand their pain, the person is able to stay patient, the person is able to understand the critical situations and is able to remain calm in those situations, and the person also has the ability to not give up in any situation. The power of endurance comes with the help of Saturn here, so it's getting overall 32 points. So 3 to 5 average. So Mercury and Jupiter are giving high points, both are benefic planets, other are giving average points. So yes, the ascendant is overall very strong, okay. And this person health will be good because ascendant lord is giving high points, Okay, then comes the second house. So I'm not going to explain again each planet, otherwise it will be very long video. So the second house, the person will have good relation with the family, but there will be fights also, because Mars is the sixth lord, it is giving less points, so fights will be there, obstacles will be there, someone in the family can be sick, and arguments can be there, and the native will not be able to very much adjust with the family. In the family, fights, arguments will definitely happen. The person will have because 3 points, so communication with the family will be below average, right? Jupiter is giving the 7 points. So Jupiter, the protecting aspect of Jupiter is here. Jupiter is the most benefic planet. So this also shows about the wealth of the native, the value, the family. So the native will have wealth. Moon is giving 3 points, which is the lord. So the native can spend money also, but Jupiter, the most benefic planet, 7 points will give wealth to the native. And even if the relation with the family is not good at first, in the initial stages, then in the later half of the life will become good, depending upon how the native makes efforts. Venus is also giving good points. Saturn is giving 3 points only, which shows that when the native will have fights, arguments in the family, it is possible that native is not able to be patient. The native also overreacts, okay? And as it is the lord of the 8th house, which is giving the less points, so ups and downs in the family can happen. So no matter it is malefic or benefic, high points means positive qualities of that planet will be here. If low points are there, then negative points of that planet will be here, okay? So what Saturn is saying, I am giving 5 points to 11th house, okay? I am happy, I am giving 5 points, right? If they're giving high points, means they are happy. Venus is saying, yes, I'm also giving 5 points. You see, when you give points to someone, when you are giving score to someone, you give score to them depending upon their qualities, you are happy with them or not, right? So this person has got 39 points in the 11th house. Saturn is saying, yes, you deserve wealth, I will give you 39 points. Venus is saying, yes, okay, you deserve wealth. Mercury has become very, very happy. You see, ascendant lord, 4th lord is giving 8 points. It has become extremely happy, say. So Mercury is the native himself, so the native is saying that I deserve wealth. This person is very money minded, okay, and needs wealth, and definitely will have wealth, can deal with the public to make wealth, okay? So definitely this person will have wealth. We see Mars, the lord, is giving the 6 points. Moon, the second lord, is giving, moon is saying that if you save money, you will have wealth. If you spend more money, then no, you will not have wealth. Sun, the third lord, is saying, okay, you can have wealth, you can use me, you can use communication, your hobby, your talents, your intelligence in your work. So the planets are happy, they're saying, okay, take wealth, right? Then this is the 4th house, right, which is below above 25, very good, but I think that above 30 is good according to me. But astrology is about research, so you should research more and more, okay? I am telling you the points, you go and check in the charts, you go and check in your chart, it's matching or not, it's working or not, then you will be able to find many things. For example, like the 12th house here is 21 points, and the 4th house is getting 29 points. Then of course, if the native stays in the homeland, the native will be much better, right, in terms of peace, because in foreign lands the native may not feel peaceful that much. Then let's see the 8th house. So this person can have lots of ups and downs in the life because it has got very less points. Who is the lord of the 8th house? Saturn. So Saturn is the lord which is giving below average point, no average point, so it's okay. Then Venus is giving good points here. Venus is protecting. right? So Venus is very good planet for 8th house, right? Venus is protecting. Jupiter is not giving good points, only 2 points, right? So Jupiter is also not protecting, right? So this chart also tells you about your karmas. If you want to learn the karmas of the past life, so this is a very important, because the scorecard Ashtakvarga will tell you what were your karmas regarding a particular house, right? Because Jupiter is not giving good points, which means in the past life the native may have given emotional hurt, emotional stress to others, or may have disappointed other people, because 8th house is about disappointment. So the native may have lied, cheated, or was not very pious in terms of the 8th house, because 8th house tells about your sins of the past life. No matter the native had some good karmas, so the native is getting good points in the first house, but in the 8th house Jupiter is giving only 2 points. Even ascendant lord is giving less points, which means that the native has made people disappointed, the native has made people disheartened, cheated, lied, or did something which was against the pious quality of Jupiter. As Mercury is giving less points, which shows that the native has also lied or cheated. The native may have been very aggressive. Moon is giving 5 points, okay? Moon is giving good points in the 8th house. So it shows that the native has not very much committed emotional sins. Yes, the native has emotionally hurt people, because 8th house is the Scorpio. It also represents your emotions, but it was not very intense because moon has protected. It was not very intense, however, right? The native may have realized in the end of the life that that he should have not done it. Sun also given the 8th house, which means that definitely the native has done any karma which was against humanity, which was against dharma, has gone against dharma, or may have disrespected gurus, teachers. 8th house, okay? Sagittarius is getting very less points, and it is the 7th house. Let's see 7th house later. But Sagittarius is the sign that represents your dharma, your religion, your higher education, your gurus. The native has disrespected gurus, teachers in the past life, right? This is a very sure thing, because Jupiter is giving 4 points. It's okay, Jupiter is giving 4 points, but other planets are giving very less points. However, the guru in the past life may have been very good, that he still gave 4 points, but definitely the native did not follow dharma. The native may have lied, cheated, or misused the powers, misused the education, misused the knowledge. So the native is getting so less points, because the native was not good in the past life, good character, okay? So 8th house, this is the 6th house, which is getting the good points. So yes, the native was very competitive, and we can say yes, the native was competitive, but still the native had forgiven his enemies, or was able to forgive the enemies, forgiving nature, or may have helped people selflessly, right? So this thing, because it is getting good points, so may have helped people selflessly in the past life. Libra is getting 30 points, which means Saturn is not happy with this house, okay? When we go to the teacher Saturn and we ask Saturn that please Saturn give some points according to the past karmas, because these are the teachers, they are sitting and they are analyzing your whole life, or I mean the whole past lives. If you have lived 14-15 past lives, they will analyze everything, and then they will give the points that according to Saturn in the 7th house, in Libra means relationships, balance. It is the sign of law, also wisdom, justice, about maintaining harmony, relationships. Saturn is giving only 1 point, which means that Saturn is saying, I am not happy with what the native has done regarding relationships. Okay, so Saturn is not happy, means the native has not kept patience in the relationship. May the native may have given sorrow, because Saturn is sorrow to people in the relationships. The native may have left someone, has no power of endurance. The native was not loyal in the relationships. Saturn is loyalty. Servants have to be loyal, right? So Saturn is not happy. Jupiter is saying, okay, I will give average points. However, according to some of the past karmas, past lives, Mercury is saying the native was very good with the partners, means always was communicating with the partner, sharing ideas with the partner, was able to involve the partner in their life, in the matters of the life. So in Mercury part, the native has kept partner very happy, or in other relationships the native has kept the people in life very happy. So Mercury is giving 7 points. Sun is giving 4 points, which showing that somewhat the native has shown ego, not much but little bit, so I'm giving 4 points. Moon is saying that the native has always given emotional support to partner, emotional support to not only partner but to people in general, so I will give 5 points. Mars is saying the native has always fought for the relationship, for other people, for justice. Okay, the native has made efforts, so I will give 5 points. But Saturn is not happy. Venus is saying I will give 4 points because of the love romance part, the things were average. So this way we have to check. You know how interesting it becomes if we check like this. One more chart, one more house. Let's see. Now let's see destiny house, right? Now these planets have to give results in the destiny house. So God asks that according to the karmas, how many points you will give to this person regarding the destiny, regarding the luck. So Saturn says I will give 2 points because I am not happy with the karmas regarding me, regarding patience, regarding not hurting people, regarding always be honest and loyal, regarding working hard, regarding not taking things for granted, regarding being truthful always, never lying, never cheating, regarding not always crying. One more thing, Saturn also represents grief. So Saturn will give less points if the native has spent the life in grief and pain and sadness and complaining. So Saturn then also will give low points only. So Saturn is saying that I'm not happy with the karmas, so I'm giving 2 points only because I think the native doesn't deserve much luck, because the native has not worked hard. Native needs to work hard to get the luck, otherwise my point is going to be 2 only. Venus is saying I'm giving 2 points, I'm giving 5 points because no matter what, the native has given unconditional love to people somewhere. The native has understood the love. The native used to also share money with other people. The native respects beauty, and the native is very creative. In all those areas the native was good, so I'm giving 5 points. Jupiter is giving 7 points. Jupiter, however, is a very pious teacher, a kind-hearted teacher, so saying because this house is very important, so it is the destiny. No matter the native has done bad karmas, but still if this house gets less point, everything in life is going to be troublesome. So I am giving 7 points. I don't know why I'm saying, maybe divine is making me say this. So maybe these were the words of Jupiter, but Jupiter is saying no matter what, still the native has tried to improve and the native should get some chance. The native was regretting regarding the karmas, so I am giving 7 points because I am a teacher. I cannot see the native suffer. The native still has tried. The native has the potential to change, and this house is very important. It is like promotion of going to other class, right? Because when we pass high school, the scorecard is very important to go in 11th and 12th class, right? And if we don't get good marks in high school in 12th, then we are not going to get admission in good university. So it is like 10th high school marks, okay? So Jupiter is saying no, I should give 7 points. And Mars is so much angry, that gives 0 points. Mars, a straightforward person who has no emotions, because it's exalted in the sign of Capricorn. You see, it's exalted in the sign of Capricorn and it's so straightforward that it told, no, I'm going to give you 0 points here. Straightforward, direct. Your karmas were not good, and according to the karmas you have done in the past lives, you got angry. You have misused my qualities. In anger you have hurt people, right? No matter what, you were regretting and all those things, but emotions doesn't work for me. I have to see your karmas. You analyze the karmas, plus minus, according to it you are going to get 0 points, because I don't think you deserve more than that. So for me you are going to get 0 points. And also, as it's sitting in the 4th house, which means may have disrespected the mother. You disrespected your mother, you disrespected your homeland people, you have disrespected your friends, you have misused your anger. So depending upon what points you are getting in a particular house, in a particular Rashi, will tell you what were your karmas in the past life. This was according to my experience that I am sharing. You can analyze it, research on it, how it works, what happens if sun gives 6 points in the 11th house in Aries. Then, because one thing, now sun is giving high points in Aries, okay? In Aries, this person is very self-made person, has huge self-respect, and this person is very dominating. This person wants others to follow him and will be a leader everywhere, right? In Aries, we are getting so many points. So this is also one way of analyzing, that you forget all the houses, you forget the kundli, and you just see Rashi number, that this person is getting higher points in Aries, which means this is a Aries person, highly Aries person, because so many planets are giving high points. This person is very less Aquarius person, this person is very less Sagittarius person. By this way also we can analyze how will be this person. So we can say, when Saturn is giving less points in Sagittarius, this person cannot tolerate lie, this person cannot tolerate cheating or lying, because Saturn is giving less points in Sagittarius. So Saturn is saying that this native will not be able to tolerate any kind of injustice. I will not tolerate any injustice. Saturn is saying, I will not tolerate any injustice. Okay, if we talk about how to see this chart for the present life, forgetting the karmas, forgetting everything, just see how the native is going to be in the present life, what the scenario is going to be. So this is also one way of analyzing. So I told you that you can analyze it with the help of past karmas for this life. And now, making it very simple, how the life of the native is going to be. The native is not very lucky. The Sagittarius sign is getting less points. The native is not very lucky, and the native is not very wise. It is very clearly shown the native will not have very good relationship, and the native will be highly argumentative, because 6th house is getting very much points. Now, as it is the Scorpio sign, high points, the native will have very much ups and downs in the life, right? The native, because Pisces sign is getting 34 points, the native will be of lost personality. The native mind will always be in the clouds, the native will always be in the world of imagination, and the native will be a loner, right? The native will have status and will have a good career, because 10th house is getting good points. The native is highly mysterious, highly mysterious person, and the native is a very good observer, very clever, very cunning, and is not afraid to take the risk. Mars is giving the high points, is not afraid to take the risk. Scorpio is about risk taking. Mars is giving high points. All the planets are mostly giving high points, which means that this person is a risk taker, is not afraid to take the risk. The native is also highly competitive, and no matter what, the native will want to defeat the enemies in any case, right? But still the native is able to emotionally connect with people, is able to understand the pain of people, and the native will succeed if the native chooses any career in which he is able to emotionally support people. Okay, Cancer is getting the 25 points, which shows the person is not very emotional person. The person is only average emotional person, not very much emotional. Okay, the native is connected with mother but not very much, right? And then sixth, Virgo is getting 29 points. The native tries to make the things perfect. The native is little bit critical but not much. It is average, it's all right. And the person is too much extremely Aries, self-made person. This person is a self-made person because having 39 points in Aries. Taurus, this person has no patience and can spend money a lot because of 21 points, right? No patience and a very impatient kind of person, anger issues also, and with family the native is not very much able to connect. I'm not seeing the houses, I'm just seeing the signs. Taurus represents what? The native is not able to maintain his value. The native always goes against his value. The native is not able to control the food, right? The native is not able to take practical decisions regarding money and finances because Taurus represents money and finances. The native speaks a lot, very good communication, and is very childish. Mercury is giving the 7 points. The native is very childish kind of person, right? Native is very mysterious. Native is a loner. Native is more able to connect with foreign people. Native is very childish. Head is always in the clouds. The native wants to enjoy more than work. The native wants to enjoy. The native wants to do something of his own, and the native wants to go somewhere in isolation where these worldly people do not stay, where the native is able to feel peace and calm. And the native wants to go in a place where the native is able to feel peace and calm. Okay, the native is very mysterious, like I told you. Very less Sagittarius qualities, very less Aquarius qualities. Some qualities of Capricorn exist. Okay, truthful, honesty, right? So this way we have to check. And then see, fourth house is getting 29 points, right? And 12th is getting 21 points. That's why the native will be much happier and comfortable if stays in the homeland, right? The native will be much happier and comfortable if does something of his own rather than 9 to 5 job, right? Because Scorpio is getting 35 points. Yes, should do any kind of service but not 9 to 5 kind of, because of Scorpio getting the 6th house, right? Will not be able to do any kind of business without the support of the partner, without the support of the people, right? Without the support of the people, will not be able to do the business also. So I hope I was able to explain you properly, and thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye.